Hi guys, welcome back to another video from Car Help For You. So in today's video what we're doing is we're changing the aux belt on a 2000 and what is this one? It's a 2012 plate Astra J. So that was the original belt that was on the car, and the issue with this is it was just squeaking. So now this belt I think was a Deco. It should actually have a print on it somewhere unless I've just gone past it. Does it say it there? Yeah, it does actually, so I did go past it. So it says, as you can see, it's a Deco. These belts are known for that. They're just like the budget belts. Now this belt not only was making a squeak, not only is it budget, it's also the wrong size. So if we come over here you're supposed to have your air box, so your air filter and that. All we've done to remove that is it clips into there, well it hooks into there. It's got a rubber boot onto there, and there's a plastic clip onto there. And then you've got your electric plug, which is there. So all you do is you pop this clip up. As you can see, no pressure was used. We just popped it up with our finger, slided it off and put it to the side. Got the box off, and all we done that was just for extra room over the top. So it goes over your alternator, all the way around to your tensioner, your pulley, your AC compressor, and down there, as you can see. Oh, so you can see the design. Now, we found it easier to do it from underneath, so which meant the under tray coming off, but you probably could do it from the top. Like I said, make life easier if it means opening 2 more bolts. So what someone had done on this car is, if we go underneath, I'll show you underneath, it might be a bit more easier. So we are just doing this on ramps outside, which means it is doable by anyone if you've got the confidence. So if I zoom out a little bit there, you can see a bit better. So here we've got the AC compressor, which is, if I can just get my hand in there, it's quite hard to get your hand while you're filming. This one here is the AC compressor. And now what someone had done was they'd bypassed it, so it was going straight, belt was coming from there, it was going straight up to there. The tensioner actually wasn't even doing its own job because they put a smaller belt on where the tensioner wasn't required. So once we put a 15mm, so to get the tensioner to move you need a 15mm on it, and you push it. So if I'm like that, you push it that way, so you're pushing it back towards the car itself. And what we used was a 15mm socket onto a breaker bar, and we just pushed it back, which caught it slack. However, with that original belt on, there was no use pushing this tensioner back because the tensioner was just there for look. So what we done is we went to, if I can get my finger in there, we went to this one here, and we just loosened this one off all the way. Since the belt was sat on that, once that came off, the belt came loose. We pulled the belt out, put that back in. Obviously make sure you get it in straight, you don't cross thread it or anything like that, or put it on a wonk. Once that was back on, we got it back to normal, and then the AC compressor was working fine again. I don't know why they bypassed it, because the AC compressor is working fine for now. However, once I keep it running for a few minutes, I'll find out if it's got a whine or anything. Now, like I said, the original issue on this was it was just squeaking. That's why the customer brought it to us and went, can you check it out? Once we've checked it out, we went, it's been bypassed. Customer was happy enough for us to check it out. If it is a faulty AC compressor, we'll just take the belt back off, change AC compressor. Now this one is a 2-litre diesel, so the AC compressors on this one are quite expensive. They are a bit cheaper for the 1.7s and the 1.6s. You can get them from eBay for around about 30 quid upwards. But this one, it's retailing at, on eBay, there was only a few that we were matching with the part number that we were getting at around 170 plus, so that's £170 in the UK plus. But on to the next factor, what I was on about is when your belt's squeaking and you're not sure if it's your tension or your idler or what it is, all you've got to do is, if you get a tiny bit of water in a bottle, and where your belt actually has teeth, so where it's the inside part of the belt where it's ribbed, all you do is you just squirt a little bit of water onto there. I think I've got some water on my finger from there. Yeah, so all you do is you just squirt a bit of water onto there, and what that does is, if it quietens down for a few seconds, you know it's because of that. You don't have to put a little bit, you might have put quite a bit of water on, because obviously it travels fast. And all we did was, we've got a mixture of a little bit of fairy liquid, which is washing up soap, and water. We squirted it on, and the squeak went quiet, so we knew immediately, right, it is the belt that needs changing. The belt was coming off regardless anyway, because it bypassed it. But that's a quick way to diagnose it. Also, when you're on the top, just keep the engine running, and it's best to just have a look if you can see the belt moving. So by moving, I mean, as you can see, this belt starts straighten out. You might see the belt just go like that a little bit, And obviously if you can see that, it means one of your tensioners or idlers or something is basically, it's on the brink of moving, like it's on the brink of going. That's why it's moving, so it's best to look at it. It's also best when you've got the engine running to try and figure out where the noise is coming from. So in this case, when the belt was making a noise, the sound was actually coming from over here. It did sound, I know it is a bit hard sometimes, like the sound could be coming from this side, but it'll sound like it's coming from the other side of the engine. So it is something hard to figure out, but it was coming from here. As to the customer was thinking it was coming from there, but it wasn't, it was here. So like I said, from the top we poured a bit of water on, and as soon as the noise went, we were like, okay. Then we checked the tensioners and the idlers and all the cogs and everything, and realised there's no movement on it whatsoever. The belt, it was, even though it was the wrong belt, it was still on perfectly fine. Right, everything's nice and straight. So what we did is we changed the belt off. We fired the car with this belt on it after we've changed it, and again the squeak has gone, it's nice and straight. But there are some faults with the AC compressor that have come up on the scanner. The AC compressor is functioning, but once we keep it running for a little bit, we'll find out what the update with that is. Anyway guys, I hope this has helped, and if I put that like that, you can see how the belt goes. So I'll just show you quickly how the belt goes. So it goes, if we start on the top there, it comes down here. Where is it? So it comes down here, around there, all the way around here, straight up, around the top, and back round to the alternator. So it's not really a hard. I do have a diagram which I'll attach to this video for you, just to make it more helpful. Like I said, it's a Vauxhall Astra J, this one. Anyway guys, if you do like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.